start lifting, it still may be on the ground. There's a lot of flexibility in it, and you have to have continuous pull. So I'm looking forward to seeing how everybody's going to do today.
Now we're about to meet the 12 athletes, but we want to remind you guys aren't just an audience. When you're doing strong sports, the audience matters, because if you guys make energy, the athletes feel it, the lifts get bigger. So you guys see someone who's struggling, you guys want to see a world record, you guys make some noise. So are you excited to see some big pulls today? Are you guys going to applaud the blood, sweat, and tears? These athletes are going to lean out here.
And you're going to give us a sample lift, right?
Mark, why would you do that to me? You know what? I think it's time to meet the athletes. Out of Canada, she is the queen of dumbbells, Samantha Bellerman.
And next up, Inez Carrasquillo.
Known as the Dominator. Just coming off winning the Road Invitational, Mark, Inez is on fire. And next up, she's fresh off a podium placement in North America's Strongest Woman. She's Gabby the Grip Dixon.
And following up from last year's rookie campaign, Angelica Jordi.
The defending champ is in the building. '22 World's Strongest Woman. She won this contest in 2020. She's the reigning America's Strongest Woman from Donetsk, Ukraine, Olga Lashuk.
And not a stranger to lifting heavy implements, Jennifer Lyle.
Just 2 years ago, she was in the amateur contest. She won her way to the big show, ladies and gentlemen. From Tacoma, Washington, Erin Murray.
And she's a fan favorite, ladies and gentlemen, Mel Peacock.
Big Mel Peacock. She's a two-time World's Strongest Woman out of St. Helens, England, known as the Welsh Wonder Woman, 6 feet 4 inches tall, Rebecca Roberts.
And a crowd favorite, Nadia Stowers.
She's a legend in the strength community, the 2018 World's Strongest Woman, hailing from the UK, Andrea Thompson!
And last but not least, Lucy Underdown.
These 12 women are ready to put it all on the line in 6 events. presents, ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Arnold Strongman Competitor Champion Classic athletes.
I don't know if you're as ready as I am, but last year there was a lot going on.
Ladies, you get it back and you guys get ready. We're gonna give them just a few minutes. We wanna make sure when they come out, they're ready for this lift. This is the Elephant Bar Deadlift. And we know there's a big lift coming in the men.
Yeah.
There's talk of a world record going. I don't know if you guys have heard 501 Mayfall today. Well, let's talk about the women, because last time we were here last year, we saw Lucy Underdown set a record on the Elephant Bar. She may go for it again. We'll see if this field of athletes can push her that far, Mark.
Well, a lot of the women are not used to the Elephant Bar. So this being another year, they got used to it. I plan to see at least 2 or 3 of them go real heavy this year.
Now, Mark, this is one of the things for people who aren't familiar with the Strong Woman, Strong Man competition. There's 6 events over 2 days. Deadlift is one of the most taxing ones. So in your strategy, as you're coming out here as an athlete, what is your approach here trying to maximize your points?
The number one thing, if I'm competing, is I want to make sure that I keep the bar really, really close to my body, and I want to make sure that the least amount of hitching, because it just takes it out of you. The closer you can keep that bar to you, and the constant pull. This bar will still be on the floor, even if you get close to your knees sometimes. So you have to make sure you have a constant pull and keep it really close.
Now, the way this is going to work, this is a rising bar format. Each athlete will have 3 attempts. So we can see athletes complete all 3 attempts before we see another athlete take their first try. But we will see as the weights go up, athletes will select. They've already selected their first weights, Mark. And there's going to be some strategy with those 2nd and 3rd weight choices.
Oh, it's a chess game. And there's going to be people that are going to look and see how somebody lifted, and then they'll make their decision on whether or not they'll take that weight or they'll wait until they're completely done and then start their run.
Well, I love the strategy in there, and keeping in mind you're going to have 5 events after this. You got to save something in the tank. We're just checking, seeing if our athletes are ready. Want to make sure we get the best performance, getting some last-minute warm-ups. Want to give a shout-out to all our judges up here. Ladies and gentlemen, these judges are going to be watching. Watch for the down signal. If you don't see the arm drop down, it's not a good lift. And here we go, Mark. We are ready for the first lift. It's time for a storm. Nadia Stowers, starting off at 441 pounds. The athletes have a minute to get to the bar.
All right, that's how you start it off.
441, Nadia Stowers hits it. We're now. Sam Beliveau. A good strong start on her first lift there, and we're going to rise it up again.
I don't know if y'all heard it or not, but you hear the other athletes cheering for their competitors. This is a brotherhood and a sisterhood. We've all had that time where we wanted to make sure that everybody was successful. So there's a lot of positive energy. Gabby is waiting on a clear pass. She didn't want to run over anybody. Let's go, Gab. You notice, Matt, that a lot of the women and a lot of the athletes choose to go barefoot. Being lowered to the ground helps aid in the fact that you can pull because you don't have to pull the bars high.
Every advantage you can get.
If you can get an advantage, go ahead and get it.
Gabby Dixon, her first lift on the main stage at the Arnold, ladies and gentlemen, 506 pounds.
She's getting ready. I know she'd love to hear from y'all right now. All right.
We're checking here. We're just making sure all the weights. We're checking to make sure no athlete's second lifts will drop in between this next weight.
Look like there's already going to be a change.
Well, this is
a chess game.
okay.
You know, you want to force somebody else, you know, follow themselves.
Well, this crew is going logistically right now, trying to track. We've got 12 athletes. They've got their first weights. They're checking the athletes on their second weights. We just got word we're going up to 521 pounds on the bar. And I gotta say, I love this face paint here, Mark Henry.
Hey, if you don't like the war paint, then that's something wrong with you, not her.
It's looking like the Crow. It is looking intimidating out here. I fear for these weights.
Get a little of that smelling salt. There's a few people that I saw coming up that used to wear a mouthpiece, and Aaron is one of those that elects to wear a mouthpiece to keep the teeth from grinding.
521 pounds on the bar for Aaron Murray.
Very strong upper pull.
A big start for Aaron Murray. And Jan just talked it over. We're making sure, I believe we're staying at that same weight. And here we go. It's time for Big Mel Melissa Peacock at 521. Now, because she turns up big in these contests. $521 on the bar for Mel Peacock, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go, Mel. All white lights.
All Welsh Wonder Woman, Rebecca Roberts.
.64 deadlifter. Being taller means you got to pull the bar higher. So you see the shorter athletes are more vertically challenged. They have an advantage. But when you're as strong as Ms. Roberts is, height doesn't play a factor in it.
2 times the world's strongest woman. 521 on the bar for Rebecca Roberts.
All right, here we go.
That looked like a warm-up set. That was weird. We're gonna climb the weights again. We're going up.
Looks like Mel is getting herself ready. Approaching the bar again. She only had just a little bit of rest. But you know what? This is an anaerobic lift, so it's not like she's
So, this is Sam Belivo's second lift. She hit it.
Get the straps lined up. Here we go. All right. Let's go. Tallying up, the bar is loaded. The lead judge.
We are up to 526, and here she comes, Gabby the Grip Dixon at 526.
You heard the lead judge, Kim Beckwith, say, let's go, the bar is loaded. Once the clock is going to start once she gets those straps on. You see him wearing short shoes and now barefoot.
Here we go, 526 on the bar for Gabby.
We got the down signal.
Well, we're seeing some strong performances starting this off.
Not a lot of misses.
Not a lot of misses, but we have a lot of athletes yet to even start their competition.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we are going to get very, very high. And keep in mind, I believe it is still Lucy Underdown who has the world record on the Elephant Bar Deadlift for women at 666. And with the weights we're seeing, that could fall today. We'll see if we get there.
Well, it's early still. It's early.
Our road crew getting it set up.
All right, the crew is moving out of the way. Looks like came in last year, man. Didn't know a lot about her.
Champion making her first lift here at 531.
The clock has started. All right.
Well, that's how you start your title defense.
Yeah.
Doing that at 531, a good start there. And Murray.
Got the war paint.
Second lift at 536 pounds.
And remember, you can be a big help. You are the battery, so we're always checking for you. Y'all ready? Are you ready?
Got it. Aaron Murray delivers again.
I told you, constantly the chest game is going on. You know, sometimes you get a little extra rest if you're handling correctly.
Just checking with all the other athletes, making sure we maintain the order. This is an interesting system. There were lots drawn. That influences people at the same weights. There's order of lifts. And we're just getting it all confirmed. Our crew working hard. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 546 for Big Mel. Let her hear it.
Here we go. Come on, guys. Once again, all white lights.
So we're gonna stick at 546 pounds. And up next, making her third and final lift, Gabby Dixon. A big pull for her.
Always side where the grips make sense. With the addition of wearing straps, it takes away a little bit of that effect, but nonetheless, you still got to hold on to it.
546, Gabby Dixon. Three clean lifts, 546 for Gabby Dixon. Well, the weights continuing to climb. I'm going to check in with Steve Slater here. We are going up to 561 pounds. And as Gabby Dixon completes her first event, we're having another athlete take her first lift. And here we go. She won the Rogue Invitational this year, and many are saying she is a favorite to win it all here. Ladies and gentlemen, Inez Carrasquillo!
Last year, she broke her nose, wiped the blood off, and came right back and set a PR. Let's see if she can do this. Y'all give Inez a little energy, okay?
561. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. A little first lift?
That was definitely a heat check if I ever
Well,
saw it.
we're gonna stay at the same weight. And here is her final lift. And this is for a PR, the Warrior, Erin Murray.
There's nothing that feels better as an athlete than to get a personal record. And sometimes you're competing against the bar, but sometimes you're competing against yourself. And that's what's going on right now. So when she approaches the bar, give her that energy, and I think she'll be able to get her personal best.
Well, not only would this be a PR, ladies and gentlemen, this is just 9 pounds away from triple her body weight. Ladies and gentlemen, help her lift it. 561!
That's awesome.
That felt like pure will, Mark Henry.
Hey man,
Pure will.
I didn't doubt it, not 1 second.
Well, that was a big lift. We love seeing PRs, and she just got one. And we got another woman coming up here trying to do 561. It's time again, the final lift. Big Mel Peacock.
Let's go, Mel. I always say a crowd favorite. Mel has always got a lot of in her element.
At 185 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, this is more than 3 times her body weight. This would be a monster lift. Let's charge that battery, folks.
Come on, guys.
And a big smile.
Come on, Mel. Love that smile, man.
I gotta say, these are some monster lifts, Mark Henry.
Have we seen a miss? Have we seen a miss
We have
yet?
not seen a miss. That's 15 lifts, no misses.
Unbelievable.
So we're gonna go up 5 pounds now. And Mark, talk about looking calm. Time winner of the world's strongest woman. She knows what it takes. And here we go, second lift, 566 pounds.
Standing at 6'4", 145 kilos. The Welsh Wonder Woman. Let's go. All white lights.
To see a miss, this is incredible. These women are just delivering, and we've seen personal records going down. This is what a competition this is gonna be.
It's good to see everybody came in to form. You know, a lot of times you have a little knick-knack injury here or there, and I haven't heard anybody talking about nursing the injury this weekend.
571 pounds, your reigning champion.
Man, it's real quiet, all these people in here.
Well, she was an unknown last year, Mark, but now she's coming in, wearing the crown.
Yeah, you can come in quiet, unknown the first year, but she made a lot of noise. Everybody knows her name now.
571. It's jelly time.
Hey, listen, I'm begging you.
Second lift for Jelly. 571. Well, now we're seeing some jockeying here as athletes are choosing the weights. Well, we've already had 3 athletes, Mark, take all 3 attempts. And we're about to see another athlete taking her first attempt as we bump the weight up to 581 pounds. Last year, she competed in the amateur competition, and she won it all, earned her way to the main stage. So making her debut here on the main stage at the Arnold, her first lift in her first event, ladies and gentlemen, let her hear it, Jennifer Lyle! Debut, 581 on the bar. Well, I gotta say, the other athletes, they're all checking out the competition, and Jennifer Lyle just announced her presence with authority. Mark, that was an easy first lift.
Hey, a first impression is a lasting impression.
Well, we still have 3 athletes who haven't made their first attempt. And coming up next at 586, a woman who's won it all here back in 2020. She is the reigning America's strongest woman from the Ukraine, Olga Lashuk. Well, she's one of the greats to ever do this sport for the strong women.
She's done a really good job. I don't know if I've seen somebody more focused in the warm-up area. She had a look on her face like a war was about to start. And I think this is where it begins right here.
First lift, Olga Lashuk!
All white lights. Let's hear that. I like that. I've seen forklifts have less trouble.
All right, Mark, this is insane. We've had 19 lifts, 19 successful.
And no misses.
No misses.
0 misses.
And I don't think they're undershooting their weights. I think they're just delivering some big performance. And now, at 586, Inez Carrasquillo!
Getting herself set up. The clock is not going to start. Here's Judge Kim Beckwith sees the movement for everybody. And there's the clock. All right. Well, I was going to ask the crowd to get back.
This is,
Put some weight on the bar.
well, this is an insane display of successful strength here.
20 and count.
20 and counting. And we're checking right now. This is where the strategy starts.
Man, I'm gonna walk over here and see if some of this strength to rub off on me. I'm just gonna come and sit right here in the middle of these ladies. Yeah, let that rub off on me. Once upon a time I was strong. Now I'm a shell of my former self. So I gotta live vicariously through the lift.
Man, I'm gonna get a photo of this. This is
Get a picture, get a
okay.
picture.
I'll post this on Instagram. This one. Look at this. I love it when Mark Henry's the weakest person in a group. I love seeing that. Normally it's me next to him. Well, this is impressive. We are going up. We are in the 6s. 601.
Let's go, y'all.
601 pounds.
Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 601 pounds on the bar. Your defending champ, making her 3rd and final lift, Angelica Jardine.
Guys, just so y'all know, we had 20 people with no misses. Let's keep that streak going, but we need to hear it from you.
601 pounds. Your defending champion's final lift.
These ladies are here for the competition today. They want all the smoke.
You know what I love seeing? I love seeing when strong athletes excite themselves with their performances.
Right.
And you could see Jelly was psyched by that. The defending champ, a strong start. But a lot of women still with lifts to come, Mark. This is where it gets interesting. We're gonna go up 10 pounds, 611, keeping in mind the world record, 666 pounds. We'll see if we get there. Lucy Underdown has it. We still haven't seen her lift. And with six...
Everybody don't have an elephant bar at home. So
here we go, 611 on the bar. It's time. The Welsh Wonder Woman, Rebecca Roberts, her third and final attempt.
Man, I'm excited about the little bitty things. You know, sometimes the little things, they add to a competition. I love these new outfits that they got.
Yeah, right?
You know,
here we go, folks. 611 on the bar.
Come on, guys, don't fail us now. Let's hear it. All right, man. You see the excitement?
22 successful lifts out of 22 attempts.
I've been in lifting for over 30 years, and I've never seen a competition that started off with 22 successes and no misses.
And the athletes know their weights, Mark. I think, I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are doing a fantastic job providing the energy, and this next athlete loves hearing it. At 611 pounds, Inez Carrasquillo.
Her last lift was kind of laughable. Let's hope that she does this one just as easy.
611.
The clock is started.
We are going up to 621, and she will be making her first lift at this weight. And this woman is a deadlifting beast. Last year, she came in second in this event, losing out only to a world record. And here she is from the UK, Andrea Thompson! Start! This is a beast of a first lift. We've had 23 successful lifts in a row. How much longer can this streak continue, ladies and gentlemen? Unprecedented in strength sports. Andrea Thompson, first lift, 621. Andrea announcing her presence. That was a monster first lift. Just insane. Was a big one.
The clock is started. Put some weight on the bar, Smiley.
La Chute!
a lot of weight, ladies and gentlemen. She shouldn't have to wave for you. Y'all should be there with her. Y'all with us?
626 pounds. And she is fired.
Let's go.
We gotta say, this women's field, it gets stronger every year.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, the strongest field of women competitors. Are you not entertained by this start, ladies and gentlemen? This is unofficial. I'm gonna have to check with Jay and Todd, but we have had 26 attempts and 26 successful lifts, folks. I've never seen that in my decade of strong men, strong women competitions.
Judge Gillihan, have you ever been in a competition where you saw it start off with 23 consecutive first unsuccessful lifts?
All the women are strong and they're perfect in their technique today.
Wow, guys, y'all getting a treat. I'm telling you, it's been 30 years. I never seen nothing like this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've had 26 successful lifts. Last year, on this very floor, this woman set the world record at 666, and here she is, making her first lift, the legend, Lucy Underdown.
Judge Kim Beckwith starts the clock. All right. Wow. If you blink, you missed it. You got that look.
So once again, the record is 666. And right now, we're jumping from 636 to 651. We're within 15 pounds of the world record, and we still have, oh my God, a number of athletes yet to make some lifts here, Mark. This is gonna get good. We're getting 651 on this bar. Lyle!
And her last two lifts have been just ultra.
581, 621, now 651 pounds.
The clock is started. Did Judge Kim Beckwith get the signal?
Gets it locked down. Got it! That's gotta feel good. Last year you're the amateur, and now you're here on the main stage, and you just put up 651.
And you put yourself in a prominent position to be in it in every single category. So you want to place in the top four. If you can consistently stay in the top four, then you need to win one. That's a good place to be in.
Well, last year 666 won it, 641 was second. That was Andrea Thompson. We're already past that. We are up at 656 pounds, 28 successful lifts in a row, and making her third and final attempt from Ukraine, Olga Lashuk. Keep this perfect streak intact.
There's still time on the clock.
15 seconds. She doesn't have to complete the lift. The bar has to be off the ground before the clock hits zero.
As long as there's air beneath the bar, she can finish the lift.
believe you just witnessed a new world record? A round of applause for all these competitors. Now that's one world record. We told you the world record in the Elephant Bar Deadlift was set last year on this stage by Lucy Underdown at 666 pounds. On the bar right now, 671 pounds. If any woman gets this, it will be a new world record for the moment, because we still have more athletes to go. And ladies and gentlemen, with a world record on the line from the UK, Andrea Thompson. But if it's me and I'm in the building and someone's attempting a world record lift, I am on my feet.
I'm standing on my feet. You're witnessing something special.
You have been lifted, ladies and gentlemen. World records are supposed to be hard. That did not look hard for Andrea Thompson.
No, I think that Andrea was disappointed last year, and she came back stronger than she was last year. So hopefully we'll be able to see not only this one world record, but multiple records being broken. Look at that.
Well, we just went up. It is now 676. So once again, for another world record, Lucy Underdown.
People have out their phones. I have my phone out. I gotta see this. This is incredible.
For a world record, 676. Still got time.
Sometimes the bar is uneven. Look like we had a little uneven thing right there. Come on, Lucy.
Checks the clock, 10 seconds. Mark, it looked like she couldn't get her right strap locked in.
Right.
She knew the clock was counting down, and she made the lift.
It was down to 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Unbelievable.
So we now have, so you did have a choice, Mark. Once the weights were in, you did have a choice on this third attempt to raise it. Andrea Thompson, she goes from 681. She wants to raise it up, put the pressure on Lucy. So now we're going to 686. This would be 20 pounds better than the world record that was broken just today.
Yeah, and if I wanted a little rest, I would announce a change in the weight at the last 5 seconds so I can get just a little bit more time to rest.
I wonder if they're listening to you over there. Now with 686 pounds on the bar, a legend in strong woman, Andrea Thompson. She and Lucy Underdown have had some classic deadlift battles. This one truly the best. Multiple world records have fallen. Will it fall again?
She's getting ready.
Lucy Underdown currently in first place at 676.
world record hangs in the balance.
You got this!
Right here, ladies and gentlemen, 686.
So close. So close.
Andrea Thompson, one. Lucy, congratulations. I think Mark wants to talk to you. What a performance.
I've never seen a competition that had this many or this few amount of misses, and you ended up at the end of it. Like, do you have some words about what you did in your training that was different from last year?
My training was slightly different this year because I didn't have a long prep, so I had to. I was in a car accident, so I had to kind of shorten my prep up, and I think, to be honest, the standard of the lifting today is just incredible. It just shows how far the girls have come on, and the support that we've had from the crowd and stuff. It's just amazing, and we can only get better if we keep being given this platform, and it's just such an incredible experience, and credit to Andrea. I thought she had me today, so I think if you keep coming back, keep supporting us women, we're going to be up on that platform with the men, showing you exactly what we can do.
Awesome.
Once again, the world record holder, Lucy Lumberman!